Ya Bashim Yasha Brakta. Tawanga Bar Ban Yahauda Ban Yasha. La Yashala.
La Yashala.
Imagine. Before you have to dog, turn to face the east. Start off with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemaya, Kwadash, Haya, Shimka, Yahweh, Malakatka, Daba'ah, Ratzayka, Haya, Aisha, Baratza, Kawa, Haya, Bashmaya, Thundernow, Akam, Kab, Yawam, Waslak now, Kabawak now, Kasalak now, Kabawak now, Wala'ah, Dabayai now, on the side wall, above, Hawashai now, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Lakab, Amalakwa, Razapara, Rila Sluggy, Laibulamya, Amen. In English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. Hakak the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Yahushua, the thunder now, Hakak, La Power Al, Kal Makala, Kal Madawa, Hakak, that's a hard. Hamatazariah, Hakak, Lahapian, Hamathian, Hakak, Arakarawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Bashim, Yahushai, Wa, Amen. In English, Yahweh, name Yahushai. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahushai. Why Malak Ya'ala. Why Alahayim. Matazabaya. Alawap Yahanna. Ha Alawapim. Hasarayanyam. Hakwatazayanyam. Hakakaganyam. Wakwathium. Yahweh. Bashim. Yahushai. Wada. Amen. In English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushai. And Michael. And the angels. Command you in Yohanna. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. And then Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayan Yah. Al Hahayam. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ain. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayam. Rarataza. Al Yathan. Namawat. Ragalka. Al Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana'ah. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Sazalka. Al Yad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yayaka. Rayarak. Balala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makarai. Yashamar. Asnapathka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Kaza'athka. Waba'athka. Ma'aitha'ah. Ma'aitha'ah. In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber
shall neither slumber
nor sleep.
nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by
nor
day,
the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord is like it. The Lord shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and forevermore.
and forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damalaka,
Al-Dalamaka,
Al-Takakarash,
Al-Takakarash,
Wa Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al,
Al,
Kayahanna,
Kayahana,
Al-Ragyaka,
Al-Radiyaka,
Yahama Yawan,
Yahama Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ad,
Al-Anuka,
Al-An,
Ya'ira, it's like it, Ya'ira Yamwa,
Ya'ira Yamwa,
Sawad,
Sawad,
Wayatha,
Wayatha,
Wa'aitazawa,
Wa'aitazawa,
Al-Tazapanya Wuka,
Al-Tazapanya Waka,
Amarwa,
Amarawa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakaki,
Magayawa,
Vigayawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Gazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Samyasha'ala,
Iwada,
Iwada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawatazawa,
Wanatizawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadu,
Al Yaka,
Ayaka,
Baryath,
Ara,
Yakarwathwa,
Yarakawathwa,
Allah, it's like it, Ahalia,
Ahalia,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa Yashamai,
Waishashama,
Al, it's like it, Allah,
Allah,
Yam,
Yam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagayam,
Wahagawan,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'ana, it's like it, Wa'ana Wan,
Ma'awawan,
Wa'ana Lot,
Wa'anala,
Halashath,
Alashah,
Am Yashabya,
Amyashad,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Malakaba,
Iman,
Ayman,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarwai,
Zarawai,
Labunya Lawat,
Sabariyama,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Lahab,
Kabadya,
Yabadi,
Hasaya,
Kasaya,
Sarah,
Sarah,
Kayabyam,
Kayadi,
Wanakal,
Wanaka,
Kwayashwan,
Koyashu,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamad,
Bayan,
Ayah,
Daira,
Daira,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Rama,
La Dama,
Ladama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Lada,
Nada,
Yamawa,
Yamawa,
Arab,
Arab,
Wakazabak,
Wakazaba,
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 Saki, Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazabak,
Wakazaba,
Wakaza'al,
Wakaza'a,
Mana'ai,
Mana'a,
Ka,
Ka,
Nasaya Kamwa,
Nakaza Samwa,
Ashar,
Aisha,
Amarwa,
Amaru,
Nairash,
Naira,
Lanawa,
Nanagwa,
Ah, Nawa,
Agwa,
Alahayab,
Alahaya,
Alahayab,
Alahaya,
Shayantabwa,
Shayandawa,
Kagalka,
Gal,
Kakwash,
Kwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Raka,
Waka,
Kaash,
Ash,
Dabaira,
Kalaira,
Yaira,
Yaira,
Wa,
Wa,
Kalahaba,
Kalahaba,
Kalahat,
Kalgaha,
Harayam,
Arayam,
Khan,
Kam,
Thawadatma,
Taradat,
Basa Irika,
Wasa Ira,
Basa, it's like it, Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapathka,
Wapash,
Dabahalam,
Tabalaba,
Mala'a,
Lala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaha,
Palawan,
Panawan,
Waya,
Waya,
the Kwashwa,
Kwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahaw,
Yeshabwa,
Yeshabu,
Waya,
Waya,
Bahala, it's like it, Ba'alwa,
Ba'alwa,
Ida I,
Ida A,
Waya,
Waya,
Kaparwa,
Kapara,
Waya,
Waya,
Abadwa,
Amad,
Waya,
Waya,
the Iwa,
Iwa,
Kaya Tha,
Kaya Ta,
Shimka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahaw,
Labaka,
Kabaka,
Al Yawan,
Aywa,
Al Ka, it's like it, Al Kaha,
Al-Kaha,
Arataza,
Aratza,
in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
keep not thy silence, O Yahweh,
Hold not thy peace,
hold not thy peace,
O God.
O God,
It's like, and be not still,
be not still,
O God.
O God,
For lo,
for lo,
thy enemies,
thy enemies,
they can tumult,
they can tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up their head,
They have taken crafty counsel
they have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hated ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off,
from being a nation,
being a nation,
that the name of Israel
in the name of Israel,
may be no more
that be no more,
in remembrance.
in remembrance,
For they have consulted together
for they have consulted together
with one consent,
with one concern,
and are confederate against thee,
are confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of
and
Edom,
the Israelites,
Ishmael,
of Moab,
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
the Hagari,
the Bel,
the Baal,
and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope. The children of Lot, Selah, be unto them as to the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They become as dung for the earth. Make their nobles, make their nobles like Oreb and Zeeb. Yea, all their princes as Abba and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth the wood, and as the flame set up the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Shah, which means to turn. Shabia, maybe you're seated. We're starting out at 2 Kings chapter 14. 2 Kings chapter 14, we're picking up at verse 10. 2 Kings chapter 14, picking up at verse 10. All right. Yaquatza, make sure that you get with me so that we can get you, set up so that we can get you on these streams, of course. Work out those details like we was talking about last night. Last class we were going over with the Sabbath. Young man, do you recall where we were at, what we were going over?
It was after there was beef so like they was at war with the Syrians, and the Lord saved them, and he took a couple cities back. We lost a couple cities, we got a couple cities back. Then Joash died, and then it was raised up, and it was some war going on between the king of Israel and the king of Judah, and they married each other's daughters. They married each other. He said, "Come meet me face to face," and then he gave him his daughter to his son. And
I don't know if they married yet. I don't think we got that far.
No, they said that. That's what they said.
Okay, all right.
Married my son and your daughter, and then
God. All right, Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was definitely paying attention to the class, of course, though, which is always the while. So, this is going over the Chronicles, of course, though, when it goes through, First, Second Samuel's, First, Second Kings, of course, though. This is all that information. Even when we go into the Chronicles, of course, it is the history. It's something that we should definitely note and pay attention to. History for us is so important because we'll learn, from our mishaps. We'll learn from, our misdeeds and misdoing. When the prophet told him to take the arrows, out of the quiver and strike the ground after he shot the three to the east out the window, what did the king do at that time? With those arrows?
He struck the ground 3 times, and Elisha told him he was wrong for him.
Why? Why was he wrong for him?
Why you ain't striking more? You could have destroyed them all.
God. It was like there was like 6 arrows in the quiver. If I'm correct, there's like 6 arrows in the quiver. It's just like, and as you said, they had taken the cities back not once, not 2, but 3 times, which goes back to like, dang, when we show so much compassion, not just, we don't show compassion for our own people. We show compassion for other people. We show compassion for the other nations. And because of that compassion, and because we don't have that selfish, that self-preservation mindset, we constantly get ruled over. At this point, at this time, it's not going to be the point in which that we're going to be under the rule of someone else. When this kingdom is, established this time, it is going to be forever. You understand? Those that are too soft, those that are too, and when I say soft, I mean those that aren't willing to follow the commandment, though, because it happened before, right? We were letting our elder get picked off. You know what I'm saying? When we should have, those that call themselves Jews, but they are not. What are they called? It's not Elon. Elon. Yeah. Yeah, Amalek's Dwada. Amalek. You know what I'm saying? They should have been utterly destroyed, but we did not follow the order. We did not complete the task, right? As they say and they talk about, you know what I'm saying, now, we apparently did not understand the assignment, which was to utterly, you know what I'm saying, destroy, you know what I'm saying, those that would come up against us. And they saw opportunity and they have not let up ever since. They are not, taking a foot up. They are not, listen, if they run out of the clip, they got another fully loaded right next, like, hey, listen, this is empty. I got one going right now. So they know not to let up off of us, because if they let up, then what happens next?
Go ahead. Then we take our, you talking about modernized or physically modernized?
It's both. It's both. It's the same. You do realize, you know what I'm saying, that it prophesies, like this Bible talks about today.
Mm-hmm.
So you say modernized, you know what I'm saying, okay, we can see that in scriptures, right? We see that Babylon is in the scriptures. And what represents Babylon today?
Yeah.
There you go. So, you don't necessarily have to make the distinction saying modern and biblical, because we are biblical. You understand? We are the priests and the prophets. We are the future generations of the priests and prophets of this Bible. The kingdom that it talks about is going to be the kingdom, you know what I'm saying, Lord Allah, that we will see, you know what I'm saying, in this lifetime. Not next lifetime, but this lifetime. Is it? So just want to make sure, just point that out. We are picking up at verse 10, correct? Verse 10. I'm at page 14. Gotta go back a page. All right. What's behind grass? Salaki. Let's get this going so I can see what's going on, man. All right, 2 Kings chapter 14, starting at verse 10. Hakayath, Adawam, Wanasha Aka, Labak, Hakabada, Washab, Baba, hey, Swap, I see you. Baba, the Ka. Hey, Shalom, go ahead and just put yourself on mute for right now, all right?
Khan, I don't want Khan.
Still working on this setup, though. All right, I'll have you read the English, of course. Baba, the Ka, Wala Maha, the Garaha, Baya Aha, Wana Pala Daha, Athaha, Wayahawada, Slakia. Amaka, verse 11. Wala'ah, Shemai. Amataza Yahweh. Waya Allah. Yahweh Ash. Malak. Yasha'ala. Wayatha Ra'awa. Payam. Hawa'a. Wa'ama. It's like it. Wa'amataza Yawa. Malak. Yahawada. Babayath. Shamashash. It's like it. Shamashah. The Shah. La Yahawada. Verse 12. Waya Nagapa. Yahawada. La Panya. Yasha'ala. Waya na Sawa. Ayash. La'a. It's like it. La'a ha halawa. La'a ha lawa. Verse 13. Wa'ath. Amataza Yahweh. Malak. Yahawada. Ban. Yahweh Ash. Ban. Akaza Yahweh. The Pash. Waha Wa'ash. Malak. Yasha'ala. Baba Yath. Shamash. Waya Bawa. Waya Ba. Yara Washalam. Waya Parataza. Bakawa Math. Yara Shalom. Bara Iwa. Apara, it's like Aparian. I. Shaira. Hapayaha. Arabai. It's like Arabai. Ma'awath. Ama. Verse 14. Wala Kwaka. Ath. Cow. Cow. Ataza Bayath. Yahweh. Waba Taza Rath. Bayath. Hamalak. Wa'ath. Banya. Hatha'ai Rabba Wath. Waya Shab. Shamar Wanaha. Verse 15. Waya the Ra. The Barya. Yahweh Ash. The Shar. Ashaha. Wagaba Wara the Wa. Wa Ashar. Nala Kam. Ain. Amataza Yahweh. Malak. Yahweh. Hala'a. It's like it. Yeah. Hala'a. Ham. Katha wa Bayam. Al. Sapar. the Barya, Haya Mayam, Lama Lakaya, Yasha'ala, verse 16, Waya Shakab, Yahweh Ya'ash, Ain, Abba, it's like it, Abba the Yawa, Waya Kwa Bar, Baba Ma Rawan, Ain, Malakawa, it's like it, Malakaya, Yasha'ala, Waya Malak, Yarabba Ain, Badwa, it's like it, Banawa, Taka Taya Wa. All right. That's the 7 verses in the Hebrew, of course, though. So we were at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 7 verses in the Hebrew. If you could, Baba Bashar, just make sure, we just update that on the board. So what? I'm going to have you go ahead and take yourself off of mute real quick and have you read that in English, Baba Bashar.
Khan. This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 14, verse 10. Thou hast indeed smitten Edom, and thine heart hath lifted up thee up. Glory of this, and tarry at home. For why shouldest thou meddle to thy hurt, that thou shouldest fall, even thou, and Judah with thee?
Slide. Just change it to 7. You two, go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 11. But Amaziah would not hear. Therefore Jehoash, king of Israel, went up, and he and Amaziah, king of Judah, looked one another in the face at Beth Shemesh, which belongeth to Judah. Verse 12. And Judah was put to the worst before Israel, and they fled every man to their tents. Verse 13. And Jehoash, king of Israel, took Amaziah, king of Judah, the son of Jehoash, the son of Aziah, at Beth Shemesh, and came to Jerusalem, and brake down the wall of Jerusalem from the gate of Ephraim unto the corner gate, 400 cubits. Verse 14. And he took all the gold and silver, and all the vessels that were found in the house of the Lord, and in the treasure of the king's house, and hostages, and returned to Samaria. Verse 15. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoash which he did, and his might, and how he fought with Amaziah king of Judah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? Verse 16. And Jehoash slept with his fathers, and was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel. And Jeroboam his son reigned in his stead.
Good night. All right, so we are 2 Kings chapter 14. We're picking up after essentially the union. So verse 9, it was going over saying, hey, you know what? Give thy daughter to my son to wife. Go on and go from there, right? Go ahead and read verse 10. So now we'll break it down.
Khan. Thou hast indeed smitten Edom.
Go ahead.
And thine heart hath lifted thee up. Glory of this.
Right. So now when it comes down to the battle that had been going on, of course, in this case, you know what I'm saying, you know what? Edom, you know what I'm saying, had been what? What happened to Edom?
So he was smitten.
He was smitten. What does that mean?
I mean, he lost in war.
There you go. He was lost in war. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't utterly destroyed, but he was just smitten. Now, of course, going back to what I said before we read this in Hebrew and start breaking this down, that in times past, even when it came to Amalek, You know, we were told to utterly destroy so that there was none left, right? But we have this problem with following orders. We have a problem, you know what I'm saying, of, you know, carrying everything out, right? So this case, look, it was a glorious thing, you know what I'm saying, that Edom was defeated, of course. But keep reading.
And tarry at home, for why shouldest thou meddle to thy hurt?
Go ahead.
That thou shouldest fall, even thou, and Judah with thee?
Right. So when it talks to Terry, you know what I'm saying, over here on the shelf, there's a compact Bible dictionary. It should be on that first shelf. Grab that real quick, Bob Kusha. That's right. You caught this out. Edom had lost the battle, right? Edom had lost the battle. It should be maybe not. It should be like right next to it on that same shelf. Edom, you know what I'm saying? Not that one. No, there's another one. The one that compact dictionary. Let me see. That one. Okay. You could keep them both. You can keep them both. Look up the definition for Terry. When it came down to the loss that Edom had taken, what is it saying? What did Edom do after they took that loss? After they took that up?
We lifted up. Well, I don't know if it's talking about them or us, but we lifted up our heart.
No. What did Edom do? What did Edom do? Edom didn't lift up their hearts and say, "Oh, we lost." You know what I'm saying? No, they wasn't glorifying the fact that they took it out. You understand? They didn't do, you know what I'm saying? They didn't do, quote unquote, who is it? As the South did in the US, right? They didn't go start putting up statues up saying, "Yeah, you know what? Let the North have whatever they have. We still got," you know what I'm saying? Nah, they didn't do that. What did they do? Something that we hear even now, Columbus Day. Columbus Day came up, and what are, you know what I'm saying, what is it, the Irish or the Italians or whatever Columbus is? Listen, I don't care. Just so y'all understand. Spaniard, it doesn't matter. You know, like, I just want people to really get and understand, like, it doesn't matter. He's not, you know what I'm saying, of my bloodline. He is not, you know, kinfolk to me. He ain't no kin of mine. Quoting 50 Cent, you know, ain't no kin of mine. He ain't no friend of mine. So frankly, I don't care what happens, you know, to the Columbus statue. But what do, you know, his kinfolk, what do they do? What do they make sure?
Oh, they make sure that they are celebrated.
They celebrate, but what else? When they said they're going to take down the statue of Columbus,
they fight for it.
They fight for it, right? But they also said,
no,
don't tread on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
They went out there and they tarried. You understand? See if you got the definition of tarried.
It's not that. It's not.
Okay. So they tarried. They went and basically whined to no, you're not taking down my statue. You're not going to destroy, you know, my heritage. You're not going to put it away in some closet. You understand? My heritage will stay and remain. That is what they were talking about. That is what they were saying. My heritage, you know, will stay exactly intact as it should, right? That's what.
We need to wait.
Let's see. Stay somewhat for longer than expected and delay leaving. That's one of the definitions that they're using to say tarry. All right. You know, it says, wait, I say, wait on the Lord, be of good strength. Right? That's what the disciples did. The disciples, what? They tarried. But in this particular case, though, Esau was also what? They was scoring. They was hurt. They was looking like, yo, Esau got defeated, of course, though. So with Esau being defeated, what do you want to do? You want to see if Judah's going to be defeated too? You want to see if we're going to be destroyed? Nah, that didn't happen. That's not the case. That's not what occurred. Go ahead. So what?
Verse 11. But Amaziah would not hear. Therefore, Jehoash, king of Israel, went up, and he and Amaziah, king of Judah, looked one another in the face at Beth Shemesh, which belongeth to Judah.
Right. So here it is. As Esau, you know what I'm saying, or as Edom, of course, though, is what? As Edom is tarrying, complaining, of course, waiting, right? What is Judah doing? What is, you know, the king's doing? The king of Israel doing?
They're meeting up. They're meeting up face to face.
It's like, man, listen, bro. We're not about to sit there and let this rock out like that. Nah, they're gonna just sit around here and we're gonna let them regroup and regather. They complaining about the loss that they just took. Of course, though, we've had all types of stuff destroyed and taken from us. Like the same way that they make it damn near impossible for us to rebuild and restructure, right? They don't wait for us. They just like, nah. I heard of a recent case, you know what I'm saying, you know, a brother, you know what I'm saying, had a court case and he went before a judge and they just expedited everything. They didn't wait. You understand? They just expedited. Oh, hearing denied. You know, adjournment denied. You know, a stay, whatever, denied. It was just like, well, where's the justice at? You know, what happens to due process? I just forgoed all that, right? And yeah, same thing with here. They was just like, yo, we're not about to, no, I'm not hearing that. I'm not about to sit there and let that allow. I'm not about to let that rock out. Like this isn't, no. Go ahead. Keep reading out.
Verse 12. And Judah was put to the worst before Israel. And they fled every man to their tents.
And they did what?
And they fled every man to their tents.
Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And Messiah was not trying to hear it. He doesn't have to. You understand? He doesn't have to listen, you know, to you know, whatever the enemy is doing. You can choose to, but in this particular case, he didn't have to. And he was just like, I'm not going to hear it. So guess who went to work? Guess who went out, you know what I'm saying, to work? Who went out to work? No. We just read it. Right? It's in the precept. And Judah was put to the worst before Israel, right? So Judah had retreated to the barracks. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 13. And Jehoash, king of Israel, took Amaziah, king of Judah, the son of Jehoash, the son of Ahaziah, at Beth Shemesh, and came to Jerusalem, and brake down the wall of Jerusalem from the gate of Ephraim unto the corner gate, 400 cubits.
Do y'all understand the size? Y'all understand, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Ivy.
They fighting each other.
They're definitely fighting though, but it's like they're tearing down, of course, though, whatever barriers and structures, had been there, of course, though. If we go back, of course, though, we read verse 9, it stated, we'll read verse 9 really quickly. It said, and Joash, the king of Israel, sent to Amaziah, king of Judah. Now remember, the kingdoms, in this particular case are separate, right? They're separate though. So one is thinking that they're worthy, the other one's thinking that they're, And it's just like today. It's like niggas that's in the suburbs versus niggas that's in the ghetto. Niggas in the suburbs and everything else, though, like, no, y'all stay there in the ghetto. Don't bring that ghetto stuff out here to the suburbs. And niggas from the ghettos, like, oh, y'all extra bougie, whatever else, though. There's a separation and divide. And then there's those, that goes a bit further, right? That goes a bit further to the extent of joining our oppressor that has us pitted against one another, though. It's a matter of those growing up knowing that they're Israel, and then those growing up not knowing that they're Israel. Should those that know that they're Israel turn their nose up to those that don't know that they're Israel? What is it supposed to be? Counties? I was thinking possibly that too, though. But is it supposed to be countries or like country folk versus city folk? Is that what you're saying, Yaquataza? All right, no sweat. I understand. Country folk. Yeah, I mean, if you look at South versus North, stuff like that, you got that kind of, thing going on too, though. But this is a separation of Dominicans, from Judites, like Jake. Yeah, so WAP can definitely attest to this and speak of it. Dominicans hate Judites. They look at us, with the test. Don't mix or interbreed, don't taint our bloodline. And we do the same thing. We'll be like, oh, you Mexicans, it's like, God damn. But yet we will taint ourselves, with other nations, though. We'll go and taint ourselves, with Esau. We'll go taint ourselves, with Elam. Elam. I don't know about the Elam though, but we'll definitely take or Amalek and so on and so forth. We'll taint ourselves, with the other nations, of course, though, right? And it's a matter of none of us, was worthy. You feel me? Like none of us was keeping the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High as we should. And the only way in order for us to come together the way that we should is through what? How does how have the Americas, right? How has the Americas attempted to overcome racial tensions and barriers in the US? Ooh, I got one I wanted to show too. Oh man, this is a great one.
Integration.
All right, I need a little bit more.
I don't know how they attempt to fight racial injustice.
Oh, snaps. All right. Let me see if I can bring this up and share it correctly. That's not correct. Let's go ahead and we can. I want to not that. This is a speech that is given by one of the bridesmaids at a wedding. This I heard this and I said, God damn. Listen, we want to set this up so y'all can see the whole thing. Yeah, see this, man?
I love black people.
Yeah, she said, you guys are the best. Her great aunt, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely amazing. Right? Absolutely amazing, of course, though. And this is the part where this is the part in which that, you know, we have to realize that we do the same thing amongst each other, amongst ourselves. If you haven't gotten it by now, you know what I'm saying, we are completely divided, of course, though. But when we start to marry within, you know what I'm saying, ourselves, you know what I'm saying, a Judite, you know, marrying, you know what I'm saying, a Simeonite. You feel me? A Isupk, you know what I'm saying, we're marrying a Levite. You're like a Benjamite marrying, you know what I'm saying, someone from the tribe of Asher. When we start to mix like that, of course, though, because remember, is the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom, of course, though, the split. You know what I'm saying? You had all of Sawap's people like, you know what I'm saying, to hell with the one, right? You know what I'm saying? But that's where we have to overcome, like literally Dominican Republic, you know what I'm saying, in Haiti, they're building a wall. They're building a wall that divides the two. And we have to tear down that wall. And now they are building it back up. They're building divide, you know what I'm saying, that separate us as a people. And it's just like, what's the difference? Please tell me, what's the difference?
Well, I mean, really ain't no difference. We both don't know who he is. Cause ain't they on the same island?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
God, most high in Christ, you know what I'm saying? I listen, I love my tribes as well, man, too. You know what I'm saying? I love my tribe, you understand? And it's just like we have to break down those barriers, break down those boundaries, though. Here we are reading, you know what I'm saying, 2 Kings chapter 14, reading verse 13, and it said what? So what?
Salakia. Verse 13. And Jehoash, king of Israel, took Amaziah, king of Judah, the son of Jehoash, the son of Haziah, at Beth Shemesh, and came to Jerusalem, and brake down the wall of Jerusalem, from the gate of Ephraim unto the corner gate, 400 cubits.
400 cubits, man. Remember, you know what I'm saying, we have been overran by other nations, though. We've lost what should have been ours. You understand? Now we have to go back and we have to break down the barriers that divide us yet again. And look at us today. What are we having to do? We have to break down those same barriers that divide us today, though. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, somebody's going to try to get with that, you know what I'm saying, that monster. Who's like, yeah, I know where you live. No. Oh, no, she cool. You know what I'm saying? That's the cool white girl. No. Go ahead, quick.
Is there a precept where it say that which has always been, that which has been is not?
That's more of a reincarnation. That's more of a reincarnation, though. And you see this, right? Shannon's the same as during cringe-worthy sweating speech. I'm not racist. I love black people. You understand? I'm not racist. I love black people. Listen, look, hold on, man. Let's give just a little bit of the response.
Their point, like, what about that wedding speech was honoring the bride and groom and their union? What, saying that you are being the stereotype of an interracial couple? What the? John?
I think she wanted to really contrast how much they're not a stereotype by her.
And what are these guys doing on the news right now? Why? How so?
Because they're talking about it.
I wonder, anybody else think they see it?
John?
I think she wanted to really contrast how much they're not a stereotype by her living out some really bad stereotypes live on video.
Stereotype of an interracial couple? What the? John?
I think
I'm gonna let y'all think about this for just let that sink in for just a second.
The white dude and the black dude. I mean, the black girl asked the white dude.
What about it? What about it?
She asking him. What do you feel about it? It's the same thing, like.
It's the right. It's just kind of like, what the hell does his opinion even matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does his opinion matter for at all?
a real misstep? What do you think? Because she had to have a reason for planning this. What do you think she thought she was going to accomplish by doing that speech?
Oh, a full display of her lack of self-awareness. I think that that's what she was looking to showcase. I don't know if she thought.
And obviously, I'm saying this is how simple we are. Because instead of you know what I'm saying, breaking out, the fact is that she said it's a lack of self-awareness. What is she? You know what I'm saying? They're doing the opposite. What do you think that she was trying to do? She's trying to show a lack of self-awareness. Okay, he just took it off of him. You know, like now she's attacking. It's going to get flipped again.
Thought they were giving out awards later, but she is just absolute shenanigans. And you know, it's like we all remember the movie Wedding Crashers.
You remember, you know what I'm saying, those from the suburbs, right? Those, you know what I'm saying, I mean, shenanigans. I don't recall anybody from the hood, you know what I'm saying, out here talking about shenanigans, right? Hey, so Wop, you be out here talking about some shenanigans, right? Yeah, y'all say that over in the Dominican Republic a lot, right? Shenanigans? It's a lot, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, my rib said that one time, though. I said, say that again.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, you know.
The name of an Irish bar.
Thank you. Oh, shenanigans, right? You got an Irish bar over there that they call shenanigans. There's a shenanigans here, you know what I'm saying, in Syracuse. You understand? But at the end of the day, though, it's these type of, you know what I'm saying, shenanigans that's going on, of course, though, that divide us as a people. We'll accept it from the other nations. We'll accept it, you know, from the union of ours to them. Why? Because it's an upgrade for us, but it's truly the opposite. It's a downgrade. You know what I'm saying? It's destruction, it's deterioration of us as a people. Brothers that I've seen that were nice, solid, strong brothers, or at least came across. I said, God damn, all these brothers done went and married these damn Edomites. Like they have children, you know what I'm saying, with Edomites. And there's nonstop videos where brothers is doing stuff like, you know, what did he do? His white wife is cooking, of course, though. He comes and he gives her a kiss and adding a little bit of extra season, you know what I'm saying? Because she don't know how to cook. She don't cook the same. She don't have that same culture, that same base, you know, that we have, of course. And it's just like, dang, ain't that something? Like, sure, it could be a joke and everything else though for that, but it just goes to show that there's a great difference, you know, with us. You wanna promote your own people at the same time you're tearing down the person, quote unquote, that you love, which is your wife, or vice versa. She wants to promote, you know what I'm saying, this interracial marriage, but at the same time, she's doing what? Making slights. You know what I'm saying? It's blackface without the blackface. Yeah, girlfriend. Like, what the hell are you doing? Now, when it comes to us, you understand? We've been divided. We've been divided completely, of course, though. And that's what we're reading here in the scripture. You know, the division that's between, you know, Israel, you know what I'm saying, Judah, right? And how it can be repaired by what? How can it be repaired? Give a second. Give him a second. Go ahead.
By in a marriage, like us marrying each other.
By us, you know what I'm saying, coming together and marrying one another, of course, though. Having wedding celebrations, of course, though. Wedding ceremonies, you know, amongst ourselves. Our type of weddings, you understand? Not, you know what I'm saying, by what Esau proclaims and declares. Like, what the hell is a piece of paper going to do? It's just a document that just says whatever you own is going to get split and divided up. No. Listen, our king, our God, our power says that marriage is till death do us part. And there's no paper that we need, of course, though. It's just that bloody, you know what I'm saying, you know, bed sheet that comes back. Oh, look, the deed's been done. Most High in Christ. It is there. This sister was pure. She was untouched, untainted. Yes, let this marriage forever. So-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, you know what I'm saying, that's something that we must realize and recognize, though. Look, our land has been taken. It's done. It's over. Right? We're not in Jerusalem anymore. It's no longer our land. We'll never return back to it. But what will happen? What will come? Talks about that there shall be a new heaven, right? There'll be a new Jerusalem. There's going to be a new kingdom that will be set up and established, of course, though, that we will, of course, rule over. We'll leave all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? We're not trying to take back completely tainted, destroyed. Let it go. But we're going to take back, you know what I'm saying, our identity. We're going to take back our heritage. We're going to take back the knowledge of, you know, us. We're going to speak the Hebrew, the Lashudan Kodash, you know what I'm saying? So YAHANNA speaking at least 6 different languages, right? Right, so YAHANNA. I heard you speak Creole too, right? Creole, French, Spanish, Hebrew, English. I mean, that's like 5 right there. So our brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, we got to get away from that, you know, barrier that has divided us. And the way that we've been dropped off from one port to this port to that port, that's all that separates us. Hey, my people was landed in South Carolina. While, you know what I'm saying, theirs was, you know, Puerto Rico. While theirs, you know what I'm saying, was, you know, the Isle of, you know, Haiti and Dominican Republic. You understand? So that's what we need to get away from and let go all of the quinceañeras, right? Which holds us so tight. That Catholicism, man, is so ingrained to us. And it's a challenge. It's a challenge to be like, no mom, no dad. And for them to finally accept. And you know what the parents are thinking? Oh, when I have that grandchild, that grandbaby. Oh, we're gonna get him Christian. We're gonna get him Christian and donate him back to Christ and da 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 da. Nah, we're gonna stick to this Bible. We're gonna stick to the Bible. You understand? We're not gonna do whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying, those pedophiles has been doing in the churches. Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying? The Pentecostal Church, the Baptist Church, it's all the same. But go ahead. I keep reading. Verse 14.
Verse 14. Khan out one Khan. And he took all the gold and silver and all the vessels that were found in the house of the Lord and in the treasure of the king's house and hostages, and returned to Samaria. Verse 15. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoash, which he did, and his might, and how he fought with Amaziah, king of Judah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? Verse 16. And Jehoash slept with his fathers, and was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel. And Jeroboam, his son, reigned in his stead.
Right. So, once again, like we read earlier, of course, though, Elisha, you know what I'm saying, he was buried. You understand? And the kings that was around, of course, at that time, Jehu was what? Buried with his fathers. You know what I'm saying? And here's the same thing that's going on as well, too, though. We've been removed from our land. We fell under the captivity of the Assyrians, or Samaria, of course. Now we're in different places. But guess what? We went back and we tore down and destroyed and took. We took what was ours. But it does stop there. Why?
Because he died.
Why are we reading about the acts of the men in this Bible? What are we reading? What are we God. But it did say, read the second part of 15 again. And how he fought with it.
And how he fought with Amaziah, king of Judah. Are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel?
All right. Are the acts, you know what I'm saying, not written down in the book? Are the deeds of what they did not written down? Keep reading.
Verse 16. And Jehoash slept with his fathers, and was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel. And Jeroboam his son reigned in his stead.
So there's a point into which that it was like, okay, yeah, go ahead and write this down. Go ahead and document this, of course, stuff. The rest of that stuff is what? It's irrelevant. Are we reading about, the reign of Barack Obama before he was president? What about George Bush? What about after they're president? You know what I'm saying? What about Grant? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about Lincoln? We hear some stuff about what happened up until afterwards. Who the hell cares? Why?
You're not in leadership no more.
Part. Not just because they weren't in leadership, though. But what else? What typically happens for anybody that was in charge of Israel? Or that was in rulership? Go ahead, Sawat.
They make the tough decisions.
Right. They do have to make tough decisions. One of the things that, so do you all remember, I'm saying, the story of Jehu? What was the story of Jehu?
He went on a killing spree, killing all the Israelites that was committing idolatry and worshiping Baal.
Okay, we'll take that. I don't want to just say killing spree, but he did the works, you know what I'm saying, and he had the same zeal as who? Elijah, the prophet, right? I believe that's what it said. He had the same zeal. and he would carry out the task to do what? Cleanse Israel. You understand? Like it wasn't a killing spree. You understand? He wasn't a serial killer, you know what I'm saying, like a Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I'm saying? Or Ted Bundy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't just out here, it's like, okay, I'm going to go find the next victim. No. He was carrying out the task, you know what I'm saying, of cleansing Israel, aka the cleaner. Salakia. Man, listen, I'm gonna reserve my comments, man, because I'm gonna reserve my comments for that. It's not about Jehu, it's about somebody else. And it's just like it almost like tarnishes, you know, Jehu. You know what I'm saying? Jehu acts of what he did that was great, that was relevant, was documented. The rest of his acts, who the hell cares? Because Jehu fell off after that point. Jehu, you know what I'm saying, was buried with his fathers, but Jehu, you know what I'm saying, his reign had to be taken up by his children. That reigned for what, 28 years, 3 generations or something of that nature, if I remember it correctly. We're reading about that same thing right now. The acts that are being carried out by the children. Why? As we get older, some of us get dementia, some of us become senile. And we go off. We go astray. I ain't trying to say that everybody does it, because I hear that a lot of cats do, though, but it's just like cats start doing stuff where they, you know, the sugar daddies. You understand? Oh, some young, hot little thing, you know, pop up, whatever, and, you know, nah, I'm good. Lord allow, you know what I'm saying, that'll never happen to me. But of course, there's a great many cats, you know, who does, you know, here you go. Here you go, baby. Go on, do what you do. I don't know what the heck I was looking at. It was a whole joint where a dude denied his wife for 5 years. His wife for 5 years. He's like, I'm her boyfriend. You her what? I'm her husband. We've been married for 5 years. Oh, yeah? But when you see her, you know what I'm saying, tell her it's over. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying half that rent no more. I ain't paying, you know, that car note no more. I ain't paying, you know, that cable bill no more. And the husband was just like, wait. Oh, man, listen, I was just kidding. I'm her cousin. He's like, shit, be damned if I mess up a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Hell to no. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? If she don't want to be here because she want to be with me, you know what I'm saying? Let her go. They talk about you weren't with me when I was shooting in the gym. When I ain't have nothing and I was grinding, you ain't have enough faith and confidence in me when I didn't have it. When it was a struggle. What is it? It's not 7 P's. The Pursuit of Happiness, is it? Pursuit of Happiness. In the early parts of that movie, they didn't have to do birthdays, but they were struggling, right? And what they were trying to do, birthday, the cake, the basketball. And just after his birthday, what did she do? She left. I mean, if she could have just stuck it out a little bit longer, yes, it was tough. It was challenging. But it was well worth it to stay together. You understand? That brother, you know what I'm saying, is still out here doing trades today. If I'm correct, he's still, unless something happened recently that I'm unaware of, the brother was still out here doing trades. Yeah. She came to him to this point and got this close to the finish line and took off. Till death do us part. That's the vow that we make towards one another. That's the same vow that Israel has to have towards each other. Till death do us part. My brother, these my brothers. This my sister, of course. And guess what? We have to learn to love each other and endure each other till the bitter end. But we cannot allow, you know what I'm saying, wickedness to, thrive, not up here. We can't allow, you know what I'm saying, evil acts to carry out, not up in here. Niggas want to go out here and be Mario, you know what I'm saying, for Halloween. Shalom. Deuces. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go out here and be Little Miss Muffet, whatever. Shalom. You feel me? Like, no matter how appealing, you know what I'm saying, a hog looks, I will not eat a hog. I will not eat no swine. I'm dying. Lord, be with me. In my next life, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm not going to, don't do it. Don't break the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Why? Why is it so important for us not to break the laws and statutes of the Most High?
We see what happens when we do.
What's that?
All that's happened to us, all these curses, all these punishments, every time we turn around.
It ends us. There's let me write down the acts of YAHANNA. Oh man, there's nothing else to write. There's no more ink. I guess he's not doing anything else worth writing down. You understand? There will be no more Israel if we allow it. We might as well go out here and be, you know what I'm saying, do African dance. We might as well go out here, you know what I'm saying, and do all this other nonsense, though. There's no point to it. That's why, you know what I'm saying, there's Columbus Day and Indigenous People Day. Who the hell cares about Indigenous People Day and Columbus Day? Indigenous people are important all year long. They have a heritage that's far greater than Indigenous People Day, which was something that was set up and established. They're going to say, oh, this indigenous. No, it was set up and established by their oppressors, by their murderers, by the ones, you know what I'm saying, who have what? Done all types of wrongful acts against them and held themselves not guilty. So we have to read through, you know what I'm saying, the Chronicles, you know what I'm saying. That's coming up next. We get in the Chronicles after this. We in Kings right now, 1st and 2nd Chronicles. We already went through 1st and 2nd Samuels. This is our history. And we must know it. We must read it. Why? Because it'll keep us from making that same mistake again. From having that same downfall. Oh, let's give them a pass. No, we ain't giving no pass. But they say Kanye got up for 7 days. They said Kanye stood up for 7 days. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Jew. And now he's apologizing. I'm good. Listen, I can't go back. It is not possible for me to now go bow my head and shame myself and say, Mama, I was wrong. Dad, I was wrong. And of course, you know what I'm saying, they'll be the good old, you know what I'm saying, Christians that they are. They'll be the good old Christians that they are, and they'll say, well, son, you know, we all make mistakes. Right? We all have sinned and fell short of the glory of God. It's like, no. I just didn't have it in me to live up, you know what I'm saying, to the expectations of the Most High. I didn't have it in me, you know what I'm saying, to be perfect as we are required and told to do. You understand? No, listen, just go ahead and, you know, I'm just wipe the name of YAHANNA completely off. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to be out here, you know what I'm saying, sucking on, you know, some damn crack pipe. Oh, shit. Y'all see YAHANNA? Good night. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see YAHANNA downtown, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he was fiending. God. All right, no sweat. No sweat, you quite desire. We'll definitely go ahead and work on that after, of course, though. But yeah, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? We have the responsibility, to go ahead and do this work. Does anybody have any questions? You know what I'm saying? Anybody have any questions on, the topic at all? All right, with that, imagine. Upon YAHANNA, turn to face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Wadash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malakaka, Taba'ah, Tizayaka, Ayah, Aisha, Baratza, Kawa, Ayah, Hashemayim, Thundanawa, Nakam, Kab, Yawam, Masalat now, Kabawath now, Kasalat now, Kabawath now, Wala'ah, Abiyai now, Manasai Wam, Bo, Abashai now, Ayan, Ra, Kaya, Aka, Amlakwa, Wala'ah, Parath, I will love you. Amen. In English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as it is in the earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us our debts, as we give our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. So again, for lead us not into temptation. I just completely got lost. Slagia. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. We're going to do the cock in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Babukusha, the thunder now, the cock, La Para'ah, Ka Makala, Ka Madawa, the cock, the Tahar, Amatazrayan, the cock, the Hakian, the Mathian, the cock, Arakarawa, Atma'ala, the Garashan, Bashem, Yahushua, the water, Amen. In English, Yahweh, name Yahushua. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, the power to cleanse lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahushua? Why Malak Yahweh? Why Alahayim? Tazabaya. Alawap Yahanna. Ha Alawapya. Hasarayanyan. Hakwatazayanyan. Hakakayanyan. Wakwathian. Yahweh. Bashem. Yahushua. Water. Amen. In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, Commander in Hannah, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the assistants. Yahweh, name Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahayam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayam, Ra'ratza, Ayathan, Namawat, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shemaraka, Hana'ah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayeshan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemaraka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayat, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balaya, Yahweh, Yashamaraka, Makarai, Yashamar, Ashpathka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Waba'aka, Ma'itha'ah, Wa'abulam. In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth.
made heaven
He
and
will
earth.
not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord
The Lord
is thy keeper.
is thy keeper.
The Lord
The Lord
is thy shade upon thy right hand.
is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Allahayim,
Adam Alaka,
Agaramaka,
Ataka Garash,
Atakakurat,
Baal Tashquat,
Wa'atashakwa,
Al, Kayahana,
Kayana,
Awabia Yaka,
Awadiyaka,
Yahweh, it's like it. Yahama Yawa,
Yahamayawa,
Ra'ash,
Wa'as,
Al Amaka,
Amaka,
it's like it. Yaira Yamwa,
Ya'arayamwa,
Sawada,
Sawad,
Wa'arath, it's like it. Wayatha,
Wayaka,
Yaitazawa,
Ya'itizawa,
Al,
Ah,
Tazapanya Waka,
Tazapanya Waka,
Amarawa,
Amaro,
Lakawa,
Makawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakaki,
Magaya, it's like it. Magalia, it's like it. Magalia,
Magaya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yagaka,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Samya Sha'ala,
Iwada,
Iwad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawatzaza Wa,
Nawasizawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Lakapada,
Lakaki,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Baryat,
Bara,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarafu,
Ahalia,
Ahau,
Adawam,
Adawan,
Wayashamai,
Wayashama,
Allah,
Al,
Yam,
Yam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawab,
Wahagayo,
Wahagawan,
Gabal,
Gaba,
Wa'abawad,
Wa'agawa,
Wa'amalat,
Wa'amalat,
Shala, Sakit, Palashat,
Alasha,
Anya Shabia,
Yamishadi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamasha War,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Yamwa,
Amam,
Aman,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Zarawad,
Zawa,
Banya Lawa,
Bayewa,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadian,
Kamali,
Kasaya,
Kanzaya,
Sara'ah,
Sarah,
Kayagyan,
Kayadi,
Manakal,
Manaka,
Kwayashwan,
Koyashi,
Nashamadwa,
Yashimadwa,
Bayan,
Bayan,
Da'ira,
Laira,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adama,
Ladama,
Shayantamwa,
Shantua,
Nada,
Nada,
Yamawa,
Yamagwa,
Ka'ara,
Kaira,
Wakazaba,
Kazaba,
Wakazabak,
Wakazaba,
Wakazala'al,
Kaza'a,
Mana'ai,
Mana'a,
Ka,
Ka,
Nasa Kamwa,
Masakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amara,
Nairash,
Nairaj,
Lanawa,
Managwa,
Ah,
Ah,
Nawa,
Nawa,
Al-Hayim,
Alahaya,
Al-Hayya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shantawa,
Galka,
Rogaka,
Kwash,
Nakwas,
Lapanya,
Napanya,
Raka,
Waraka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Laba'ira,
Tabaira,
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira,
Wakalhaba,
Waka'aba,
Dalaha,
Talaha,
Harayam,
Harayam,
Khan,
Wakan,
Dawadatma,
Taradam,
Lasa'irika,
Wasa'ira,
Rabasa,
Mawasa,
Wapatha,
Papa,
Dabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaha,
Walawan,
Malawan,
Waya,
Waya,
Kwashwa,
Nakwashwa,
Shimka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashabya,
Yashadu,
Wala, Waya,
Waya,
Bahalawa,
Mahalagwa,
Ida Ai,
Aida'a,
Waya,
Waya,
Kaparawa,
Tapawa,
Waya,
Waya,
Badwa,
Abad,
Waya,
Waya,
Da'iwa,
Kaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaiwa,
Ata, Shimka,
Shomka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Abadka,
Bad, Sal, Oga,
Peace,
Onale,
O God, for lo,
for lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
they that hate
have lifted up their head.
and lifted up the head,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
they have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden
which
ones.
insulted against thy hidden
They have
ones.
said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
let us cut them
let
off,
us cut them off,
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
But they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
the Ishmaelites,
the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
the
the
Moab,
Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
the Baal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and
the
Amalek,
Philistines,
the Philistines,
the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also
Asher also
is joined with them,
joined with them,
as they have hope in the children of Lot.
and they are hoping the children of Lot.
Selah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to the man,
as the brook of Kissam,
as the brook of Kazan,
which perish at Endor,
which perish at Endor,
for they become as dung for the earth.
they become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb
Make their nobles like a rat,
and Zeed,
and Zaed,
yea,
yea,
other princes as Zabah
and the princes like the Baal,
and as Amunah,
and as a woman,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of God
the houses of God
in possession.
in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wood,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a fire burneth the wood,
as a fire burns wood,
as a flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as a flame set the mountain on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded
let us be confounded
and troubled
in trouble
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
and we may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Saul, Shalakia. Sisters, Yeshabia, bit of Israel, courtesy salute of Israel. My Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakathon. Is Matah, Saul, courtesy salute to the sisters. Sisters of Majim, Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathah, Hashem Yahweh Shai. Is Matah, class dismissed. Anyone who wants to be anointed, please come up to the corner or to the stage. Hey, Shalom, Sawat.
Shalom, Adam. Thank you for having me.
Most High in Christ.